Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for tuning into the Diaspora Lifestyle Show, whereby we'll bring to you the latest on what's happening in the diaspora. My name is Jermaine On, the CEO of Diaspora PR and the photographer and the publisher of the Diaspora Lifestyle magazine. I'm so excited about today and this episode to bring to you some news that is actually going on around the world. Well, today we're going to be focusing on the Gambian gamble. Yes, a lot has been going on in Gambia. I'm sure you are aware of that. And I just want to highlight what's been happening in Gambia right now. What's your opinion? What do you feel should actually happen in Gambia? If you have an opinion, just leave a comment below and I will answer your comments. Remember, we are live on Facebook right now, so please bring your phones and tune in and let's be able to communicate and get this dialogue going. So what has happened recently? Over the past 2 weeks, a lot has happened. First of all, Gambia had their elections and it was very, very interesting, the outcome. We have the president of Gambia, Yahya Jammeh. In fact, I'm going to read out his title so you guys can actually know what he's called, because his title is quite long. He is totally a very, very kind of interesting figure. His leadership style is something we've never heard about in this world. His name, as he likes to be referred to, is His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh Babili Mansa. And that's what he calls himself. That is his official titles. And I heard that in Gambia, if you don't say all that when you're introducing him, you're going to get into trouble. So yes, President Yahya Jammeh, that's what he looks like. And he has been running Gambia for a long time. He came into power, I think in 1994 as a lieutenant and, came and took over the country and has been reigning for such a long time, up to 22 years now. And there's been a lot of statements regarding his actions, his human rights violations, how he's treated political opponents, his claims about healing HIV, his claim about being a miracle worker, a high priest. He has been doing all manner of things over the years. And the Gambian people, unfortunately, for the past 22 years, have had to deal with that situation as him having him as a leader, but they've been having it. But all of a sudden something happened. They had the elections just a few weeks ago and there was a sudden turn of events and someone else won the election. This man, Adama Barrow, defeated the man you just saw, President Yahya Jammeh. Adama Barrow is a guy who won the election. He beat President Yahya Jammeh by a good margin. I think President Yahya Jammeh had around 36% and he had around 43% of the vote, and he actually won. So people were like wondering what's happening. And this man that you just saw right now, bring his face again, he was actually a security guard in Argos here in the UK. And that's the interesting situation about things, that an Argos security guard now became the president-elect of Gambia. I'm sure that is kind of funny and that is kind of interesting, but that's what actually happened in Ghana. And because I believe he was able to connect with the masses, he's become a real estate developer after moving back to Gambia. He was doing security job, as many people do, when they come here to do their education. He was studying here and then I went back to Ghana, started up a real estate firm, became a very successful developer, connected with the masses, and he contested. He beat Yahya Jammeh. And it's quite interesting what has happened here. I think we have some comments coming in from some of our Gambian friends. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Remember, we're live on Facebook. So this is what I've been going on in Gambia. He beat him and the whole world was actually shocked what happened afterwards. President Yahya Jammeh, no one expected him to concede defeat, but he actually conceded defeat. And I'd like you to watch this video about him accepting his loss. Quite interesting.
Gambian leader Yahya Jammeh has accepted his shock election defeat, which brings to an end his 22 years in power, which started after a coup.
I came on a Friday, 22nd of the month of July 1994. Today, Friday, the 2nd of December 2016, you Gambians have decided that I should take the back seat.
In an address broadcast by Gambian State Television, Jammeh said he would not contest the poll results, showing opposition candidate Adama Barrow had won.
I hereby take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Adama Barrow for his victory. It's a clear victory because our system says a simple majority. And for the sake of the country, with my experience, I would help him work towards the transition. Whilst I pack to go and work on my farm.
Yes, that was quite interesting. He said he's going to return to his farm, and everybody was excited that, you know what, he's considered defeat. This must be a new wave of leadership going on in Gambia, going on in Africa, and let's see how it's going to turn out. So all of a sudden, we got a shock of our lives. Actually, that what happened. It seems farming did not look like a prospective or a very good business again. He made a U-turn. But before we even go to the U-turn, to show you the sincerity that he had at heart then, and I will even play the call that he actually made to the president-elect Adama Barrow, and saying, you know what, I actually am congratulating you. Take a time and watch this video to show you how the world was it deceived us, or he made us he made us believe that he was actually genuine. See what he said. Just take a minute and watch this.
I'm calling you to wish you all the best. The Gambian people have spoken, and I have no reason to contest the will of the Almighty Allah. Hello? Are you hearing me? I wish you all the best. The country will be in your hands in January, and you are assured of my guidance on your transition. I don't mean selecting who becomes member of government, but you have to work with me as I pack to go to Kanilai, so that I hand over the State House to you. You are the elected president of the Gambia, and I wish you all the best. I have no ill will, and I wish you all the best.
So you can see this is totally amazing. People believe that, wow, this man has considered defeat. He made a call to Adama Barrow, and he's now a reformed, maybe born-again politician. And we were actually excited about that, only for us to receive the shocker of the world political scene in a couple of years. He came out and said, you know what, he rejects the election, that he is annulling it because of what he says some people who were ungodly. Remember, he's a godly man, he's a priest, he's a miracle worker, as he self-acclaimed that. And he said, you know what, he rejects that results, and he wants them to run a new election. And see what CNN actually said about that. See the report. This just happened recently. Check this out.
After conceding defeat in his country's election, Gambia's president is now demanding voters go back to the polls. President Yahya Jammeh claims that he lost to opposition leader Adama Barrow, because of voter irregularities.
I hereby announce to you Gambians my total rejection of the electoral results, and thereby annulling the elections in its entirety, and until we will go back to the polls, because I want to make sure that every Gambian has voted. Under an independent electoral commission that is independent, neutral, and free from foreign influences.
Yahya Jammeh there, his defeat following 22 years of hardline rule prompted celebrations in the streets. The U.S. is urging him to carry out the transition of power to the president-elect Pharaoh.
Well, yeah, you see, this is what you call not only a U-turn. I don't even know if there's another word to describe the kind of maneuvering that he made. I wonder what actually changed his mind from actually conceding. People were hailing him as a reformed person, as someone who is showing exemplary leadership. The man turned around and said, you know what, forget about that. The elections are not done right. He actually wants to do a new election whereby it's going to be transparent. Like if the last one was not transparent, he's rejecting the results. And this has turned Gambia upside down. People are protesting. People are angry. People are also in fear because they don't know what kind of measures he's going to implement during the election process, and also what he's actually going to do to the opposition party right now. Now, people are asking that why did he actually make a turnaround? Now, I believe there's an answer to that. Because the opposition said that within 1 year, they are actually going to file legal cases against it for human rights violations. And I believe that was their biggest mistake. You don't put out all your cards just on the table when you start a game. No, the man has conceded. Let's get into office first before you start persecuting. But what they said was that, well, we're going to persecute you. We're going to actually prosecute you for what you have done. And he said, okay, me that I'm His Excellency, Doctor, Professor, all these titles that he's given himself, you now want to attack me. I'm not going to let this thing stand. I'm going to defend them myself. So that's what he actually did. And all of a sudden, Gambia has turned upside down right now. In fact, what has happened right now is that the army has actually taken over the election offices right now, and there's so much commotion right now in Gambia. And we'll really pray for the people in Gambia that they will have, if they follow what he said, they will have a peaceful elections again, and hopefully Adama Barrow will come out on top if nothing happens to him between now and then. But that's not the end of the situation. Oh, there is more, because there's now a delegation of top African leaders, ECOWAS leaders, that have gone to Gambia right now to talk to him. And look at the picture right now. Yes, this is the latest video that came out, I believe today or so, was that we saw the president of Nigeria, we saw the president of Liberia, the president of Ghana, and the president of Sierra Leone actually go to Gambia to try and talk to Yahya Jermaine, to try and tell him that, you know what, just hands down easily, like Goodluck Jonathan did. Like the president of Ghana just said, you know what, I'm going to take the results. You know, just be civil and let this thing happen, let it go. But he said, I don't believe he's going to listen to them, because he's a very, very hard man, and he's just smiling. You can see him in that picture again. I'll put it there. He's smiling. He's not intimidated by them. He's going to do what is on his mind. And you can see the body language of President Buhari. They're not even looking at him. The president of Ghana is just looking down and saying, oh my God, what am I actually doing here? All of them are not looking at him. The body language is like there is tension in the air, and we don't really know what's going to happen. So Gambia is in a very, very funny situation right now. The president of Sierra Leone, I think, said, you know what, President Salif, she said, was it Liberia or Sierra Leone? She said that, you know what, that there is no agreement that has been made right now with the president of Gambia. And what we have seen now is even the ECOWAS president, the leader of the ECOWAS has actually said, you know what, that military action is possible to try and get him out of office. Because they said that if dialogue does not work, they will actually look at other ways. Read the BBC report, and BBC writes something about that. And this is actually true, because we've seen this happen whereby in Guinea-Bissau, the African governments actually came together. Military action was taken to actually stabilize things. Actually, in Mali, we saw that happen. And we're going to see, we believe this may actually happen in Gambia also. But the question now is that, why are they trying to intervene right now? If they did not intervene for Mugabe, that has been in office for so many years, why are they trying to intervene when it comes to Yahya Jammeh? And do they believe that if Mugabe did not shift ground, do they think that someone, a figure like Yahya Jammeh, who believes is a divine person and actually believes that he could have ruled Gambia for billions of years. That means he may have eternal life. I don't know what he means by that. But this is actually a very difficult situation that is going on in Gambia. And we as Africans have to learn a lesson from this. Our leaders have to learn a lesson that integrity should be the watchword. If you have been defeated, please step down. If not, you are going to be embarrassed out of power. And that's not going to be fair. The American government has put out a statement and say, you know what, he has to accept the will of the people and step down gracefully. But we don't know if he's going to do that. And I believe that military action may be taken. But on what grounds do they have to invade a country to just try and take over? I hope he's going to actually be civil. They will see the election and they're going to actually win. I just hope that he actually comes out and wears his thinking cap and says, you know what, if the election comes again and it's fair and he loses again, if he gets to that stage, let him just bow out. But right now, it seems not going to bow out. The leaders have come together. They're trying to ensure that he steps down, but he's not willing to do so. So people in Gambia, I just thought I should do this video quickly and actually just highlight the world what your plight is right now. I really do hope that you guys remain safe. We hope that President-elect as of last week remains safe. He's not intimidated, he's not arrested, he's not accused of any kind of remarks or statements. He has to be very careful because anything he says or does will be used against him in the kangaroo court of law, or he will be used against him in any kind of court. Because we even heard right now, unfortunately, because we know there are a lot of Nigerians in Gambia, that some Nigerian judges are actually, maybe Yahya Jermaine, I would say, is trying to coerce them to pass some laws to actually ensure that this political process is actually manipulated. So the military has taken over the election office. What is going to happen? Election process is going to be very, very hard, and we just believe that peace is going to restore in Gambia. There's not going to be any kind of ethnic divisions or civil war. We don't want that in that country that is rich in natural resources, rich in human potential, to actually fall down and actually be in disarray. We pray that he obeys and listens to the will of the people, and that's what we're going to see. So thanks a lot for watching the Diaspora Lifestyle Show. We are live on Facebook. I see some of your comments. Anja Amy is giving some comments, and people are talking. People are actually talking and saying all manner of things, what's going on right now. So we thank you for your comments, for watching us around the world and what's actually happening. We just believe that, that change will come to Gambia, and President Yahya Jammeh, let me read his title again before they accuse me of not respecting him. His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A.J. Jammeh. No, there's still one more. Babli Mansa, which means bridge builder, actually concedes and just steps out gracefully. So make sure you visit diasporalifestyle.com. There we have more information, more news about what's going on in the world, and you can read some interviews on the diasporalifestyleshow.com, interviews that we have with other people. Exciting website, beautiful website. Thanks a lot for watching the Diaspora Lifestyle Show. I appreciate your time on this show. Share this video with your friends. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. And, let's keep on praying for Gambia. Let's pray for the heart of the president of Gambia to actually change and focus on the people, not on his own political ambition. Have a beautiful day. Stay positive. Stay blessed. I remain Jermaine Sanwo-Olu, the CEO of Diaspora PR, photographer and publisher of the Diaspora Lifestyle magazine, always here at your service. Thanks a lot for watching.
Are you looking for trusted real estate services? Do you want to buy, sell, rent, invest, and develop your properties in Nigeria or the UK? Don't worry, we'll make your dreams come true. Introducing Diaspora Properties, a trusted, fast-growing international real estate consultancy company. We have the best solutions for investors, property owners, tenants, and developers. Now you can buy, sell, rent, and invest with peace of mind. Own your dream home. Invest in properties. Develop real estate. Expand your territory at diasporaproperties.com. Contact us today.